Hello everybody, in this video we're going to take a look at how you can save PDFs as editable assignments for students to do. So let's take a look. So to get started here, we have a PDF of any assignment here. In this case, I just have this social studies assignment here. And so what I want to do is make this a digital interactive assignment. So normally with a PDF, normally you print them out and give them to students in class. If we're doing some remote learning, that's going to be tricky to do. So instead what we can do is we can take a PDF and we can save them as an image file and then put them into a Google Slide and make that editable. So let's take a look at how to do that. I'm going to show you two methods for turning a PDF into a picture. First method here is if you have Adobe Acrobat Pro, you'll have an option where you can save the PDF as an image file. So to do that, we'll open up our PDF in Adobe. We'll come up to the File menu up in the top left, and we'll go down and we will find Save as Other. Then we'll find Image, and then we'll choose JPEG. Then we'll choose where to save it. I'll just save mine on my desktop here. And then I'll click Save. What it does then is it will save each one of your pages of that PDF as a separate picture. So here's the first one, here's the second one, and I can open up the first one here. And now notice it's an actual picture file. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll take that picture and we'll go and put it into a Google slideshow. Now, the other option to change a PDF into a picture file is if you don't have the ability to get Adobe Acrobat Pro, or like if you're on a Chromebook, or if you're just solely on a web-based program here, what we can do is use a program that's built into your Google Drive called Cloud Convert. So let me show you how that works. First thing we need to do is upload our PDF into our Google Drive. So I'll come into New and I'll do File Upload. I'm going to find my file and upload it into my Google Drive. So I'll upload it in here. Then I'll go ahead and open it up in here right inside of Google Drive. And now I'll go under the Open With section and I'll choose Cloud Convert. Now if you don't have this app installed, you will have to install it through the G Suite Marketplace, or if you're on a individual account, you're able to just install it. So once we open up Cloud Convert, what we'll do is, once this loads for me, here we go, we will convert this PDF into a picture file. So just like we did before, we'll click on this drop down and we'll find Image and we'll choose JPEG. And we'll choose Convert. It'll take a few seconds here to change this PDF over into a picture file. So I'll go and look at how these looked. So here's the first page. Just like it did over in Adobe, it's going to give us two separate files, or well, as many separate files as there are pages in that original PDF. So let me close out of here, and I'll just go to my last modified here so we can see our new pictures here. So here they are. Here is one of the JPEGs, one of the picture files, and here is the other one. All right. So again, if you have a PDF that has 5 or 6 pages in the PDF, that's how many individual pictures you will get. Okay. So that's how you can change these into different pictures. That's how you can change a PDF into different picture files. All right. That's the first thing that we have to do. Next thing we need to do is make this an interactive activity now for our students. So the way we'll do that is with Google Slides. So I'm going to head over to a new Google slideshow. And we can just use the blank one. That's totally fine. We don't have to put any themes on it. So I'll close out of that. And it's best if you make the slides into the blank type. We don't need any of the text boxes right now. So you can come up to the layout button in the top middle and choose the blank slide type. And now what we need to do is change the dimensions of the slide to match the size of a PDF. Most PDFs pretty much 99.9% of the ones that you're going to find are going to be the size of a piece of paper, 8.5 by 11 inches. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll change our page layout here. So we're going to come up to the File menu, and we'll go to Page Setup. Under this drop-down, we'll choose Custom, and then we'll put in 8.5 by 11 inches, and click on Apply. Now that changed our background here to the size of a piece of paper. Okay, which is nice because what we're going to do is we're going to put in the pictures from the PDF that we just did a little bit ago as a background on these slideshows. All right, so in order to do that, we'll come up to the background button up here at the top. Under the image section, we'll click Choose Image. Now, if I have it on my computer, like if I did it from Adobe, I can click and drag it from here, or I can also grab it from Google Drive. And so I can come and find the ones I just did. I'll go into my recent, because I just did them here. And here's the first one, and I'll say Insert. Now, we can only do one at a time, so for each page, we'll have to do this one at a time. And we'll say Done. All right. Now, the reason I made that a background is now students won't be able to move any of the boxes or questions or anything on here, and all that they can do is just make some responses. Now, here's one more thing that you can do to make this a little bit easier for students to work on. A really good pro tip here is to make some text boxes available for students to type in and make them a different color so they're easy to see. So we'll come up to the text box section up here, and we'll draw out our text box. And I'd even put in enter your answer here. All right, and what we can also do is change the background color so it's nice and easy to see. Maybe like a yellow color, that works. All right, and then we just duplicate that for each question. All right, Control D when you're highlighted on a shape will let you duplicate it, or just Control C, Control V to cut and copy, or to copy and paste rather. And I'll do another one over here. I'll resize them so they fit nicely. And we'll put one over here. And then one more down here. And now just like that, we have a digital worksheet. So this was originally a PDF, and now when I go and share this with my students, all they have to do is type their answers into these yellow boxes that I made for them. All right, so not too terribly long to make. Now, one more thing to know here. If you have a PDF that has pages like this one, so notice on this page here, it's more landscape style. If you have a page like that, there's a couple things to know. One, you would only, in Google Slides, if you change the page dimensions, it's going to change the page for all of the slides in that slideshow. Okay, so if I wanted to have the other page of this packet together here, I would have to do a whole separate file. Again, it has to be the same dimensions for every slide. Okay, but if you do have a PDF like this and you want to make it digital, and again, if it is landscape like this, all we have to do is, I'll just delete this slide here. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll change the page setup again, but we'll just reverse the numbers. So in order to make it landscape style, instead of doing 8.5 by 11, we'll do 11 by 8.5. And click Apply. All right. Again, using blank is a lot easier. And then, just like before, we'll come into background, choose our image, find the landscape layout one, and paste it in, just like before. And just like before, it's stuck in the background. No matter how much I click, I won't be able to move it, and I can just make those text boxes for students to fill in their questions. All right, so if we are finished with this, we'll go ahead and just give this a name here. So I'll call this PDF activity. Okay, maybe you could do a couple undos so I have my old version back here. And what we'll do is I'll show you guys how to post this into Google Classroom as well. So in order to post this into Google Classroom, just like any other assignment, we'll go into Google Classroom, go into whichever classroom we are going to post this into, go into the Classwork tab, click on Create, and then Assignment. Put in the title, so I'll just call it PDF Activity. Go into the Add section, and it's in my Google Drive. There's my PDF activity. And I make sure I have a student in here, yes I do, and I'll select to make a copy for each student, and then I will assign it. Alright, and that is assigned for our students. Now let me show you real quick what a student will see from their perspective when they go do this assignment. So here I am in a student account here. We're gonna go into our classroom to go do that little activity that we just made. So here's our student. He comes into his Classwork tab. Here's our PDF activity that we just found. And because I set it to make a copy, it puts the student's name at the front of the title. And now he can just go through here and answer his questions. If he needs to zoom in, he can come over here and zoom in a little bit more to make it easier to see. And then he can put in his answers. Okay. Once he's finished with filling out his assignment, everything just like in the rest of your Google world here is auto-saved. So we'll close out of that. We can view the assignment, and because he already finished it, he can say turn in, which notifies the teacher. Alright, so that is how you can turn a PDF into a writable activity for students. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.